Please welcome Nicole Byer. What's up,
Oh,
Nicole?
hi, hi.
Hey. What is going on?
The most exciting thing for me is I took a nap last night at 8 p.m. I woke up at midnight, couldn't fall back asleep, took this old wig out and cut it. So I've got this little shag going on.
Nice.
Nothing's happening. Oh boy.
By the way,
nothing.
I like a late night I don't want to call it a barber routine, but I feel like I feel like that's a productive way to do it. I feel like if I get up at night, I'm just irritable that I'm up, and then I just lay in bed and nothing is happening. You got productive. I like that.
Thank you.
I have a question about hi Nicole. I haven't seen you in so long. I'm so sad
I
to see
know. How are you?
I'm great. I have a question about giving a wig a haircut. Is it sort of like what happens when you give Barbie a haircut? Like it does not grow back. Is that right? Okay.
Yes, it doesn't grow back. So it is a little uneven. This is a little too short. I should have I don't know, but it is what it is. Yeah, what can you do?
What can you do?
And can I ask this question about a wig in general? Are we saying that are there different levels of them? Like this one you feel confident cutting. Are there ones that you'd be like, I'm leaving it as is because it's too expensive for me to mess around with?
Yeah, this one was pretty cheap. It's also 2 years old. So I was like, I was probably gonna throw her away. So why not see what I could do? And then I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna wear her all the time now.
Nice.
I gotta say, when you popped on, I was like, I like this. I like the style. It looked really good to me. I'm excited about it.
I have a wig too. My hair used to be brown and now I wear a gray wig.
I like that. You look dignified.
Thank you. I'm trying to play a senator on any TV show that needs a senator. That's my
I don't know if I told you this, Nicole, but when we were doing Human Giant, we had no budget on Human Giant, and we had the hair department, or basically the one guy, Donnell, who did Chappelle's wigs on his show.
Mm-hmm.
And so Donnell brought one wig with him to our show. And because I was bald, MTV was like, we always have to have a hat or a wig on Paul's head. So because I did not fit into the MTV mold. I mean, none of us did ultimately, but especially me as a bald man on MTV after the Hills. So we had one wig. And what this guy Donnell did with it was this wig did every sketch in the entire show, and you would never know it was the same wig. I've been amazed at the power of wigs ever since then. I'm like, this thing works. That wig worked hard.
I love a good wig, but also how wild to be like, oh, Paul's bald. Everyone's gonna spit on the floor and be mad. It's so wild.
Yeah, so bizarre.
When you look at that show, there are scenes where I am shirtless, but I have a hat on. There's always a reason there was a baseball. A baseball cap was on at all times. Whatever show I do, I've been plagued with something on my head, where it was Human Giant was always a wig or a hat. Then the League, it was those terrible fedoras. So I'm always just rocking something on my head at every given point.
Maybe the next project you do, you write it, and it's about a man finding himself, eat, pray, love style. And at the end, he's like, I am bald. And everyone's like, oh.
And then he blows his head off. He puts a gun in his head.
We could end it like that.
Nicole, what's going on with Nailed It? Are you guys shooting right now, or have you? Because I feel like you guys were shooting recently, right?
So the email I got said I'm supposed to say we will return to shooting when it's safe and good, and I'm excited to do so.
Oh, gotcha. Maybe I wasn't supposed to ask. Sorry. If I might not have been supposed to ask.
It's okay. I think it's gonna get announced soon. I just don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I know one thing that we can talk about, which is you have a podcast, which is great, called Why Won't You Date Me? And it just I'm gonna put it up here. And it just came to Team Coco. You have a brand new artwork. It's everything, but you've upgraded. You really upgraded. You went now to a big deal network.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's fun. I loved HeadGum, and I think it was a nice place to start because they let me do whatever I wanted. Yeah. And now, Team Coco has access to famous people to interview.
Nice.
Well, now, I wanted to talk to you about this podcast because I think for people who don't know, tell them what it's about. And I want to see if we can because I think a lot of people want some dating tips. And I know we could talk about dating in quarantine. I want to get into that a little bit with you too. But like, tell people if they've never heard the show, like what it's about.
Okay, so Why Won't You Date Me is a podcast about me and my trials and tribulations being a single person. It used to be more about my dating life, but then COVID hit. And you know what? I have yet to see a fat person be like, I got it and it's good. I'm fine. So I'm staying inside because I'm not trying to die. So now it's like truly whatever I want to talk about. But like the central thesis is, why am I single? How can I figure this out to navigate finding a partner?
What's the longest relationship you ever had?
Oh boy, where both parties knew about it? I would say 3 months. But then I had this like on and off. But then I had this on and off again thing for like 3 years. But he was very poorly behaved at all times. And I would say it was only a relationship for like a couple months of those 3 years.
But you want a relationship, right? I mean, like you're into it. Like you want to not settle down, but you wouldn't be adverse to going in on the long haul.
I would. Someone just said in the little comments, they've seen me on the apps. It's me. But I want someone I can like go on vacation with. That seems fun. And then like come home and be like, I had a hard day. And he's like, oh no.
Wow, Nicole, you're asking for the world, really.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Like, the simple things. Like I love watching couples argue in public. I think it's so funny. I like the whole culture of a relationship.
My wife will not hesitate to get to a place that will be embarrassing to me in a public spot. And that is, I'm always like, I'm up for this. We can do it, but let's not here in the coffee bean and tea leaf, please. Like, you know, and I feel like that, like, I'm always uncomfortable there. Rob, do you ever get into a public spat?
Yes, all the time. All the time. My wife is always putting me in my place, almost on purpose, in front of as many people as possible. And but my thing is that, like, if my daughter is there, you know, we have a 4-year-old, so I just try to like pretend everything is great all the time in front of her. And then, you know, we'll fight privately. Like we'll go out in the backyard when my daughter goes to bed and scream at each other. But like today, we didn't take any pictures for a holiday card because we're just too disorganized and you know, whatever. So my wife said, well, let's go. We'll take some funny pictures for Valentine's Day and we'll send those out as like our Christmas card. So she went and bought, you know, funny pajamas for us all to wear. And we went out in our neighborhood and we're shooting pictures like on our street. And then, of course, we get into a big fight, like dressed in Valentine's pajamas, like on the street. I'm like, so Nicole, I don't know, Nicole. I mean, it's not the best thing. You know, it's it's a lot of hard work, you know.
It's hard work, but I feel like, yeah, you want it. You're into it.
Yes, I want it very, very badly. Did my camera freeze? Oh no, I'm back. Am I?
I'm freezing up too. It's all right. I freeze all the time.
I don't know. Okay. I don't know what the freeze is. I think we have a lot of traffic.
The wildest thing about, I don't understand the internet. It's been around for like over a decade. Why do we still have problems with it?
I don't.
It should be easy. We had to leave a house because we had such bad. We rented a house because we're getting out of LA because LA is in a point right now where they're loosening the air quality restrictions so they can cremate more dead bodies. That's where we're at.
No joke.
Yeah,
no
it's
joke.
wild.
Crazy. So we got out of LA and we rented this house and we were in this house and the internet was so bad and I was talking to the owner. I was like, why do you think the internet is so bad? And she's like, oh, I don't know why. She's like, it's the same one that airplanes use. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, what? She's like, yeah, the airplanes use the same one. It's satellite internet. I was like, oh, no.
Oh,
this is exactly what this is. I didn't know that you could get that for your home. It's like
Why
airplane
would you want
internet.
that?
I think a lot of the
like
country. I think a lot of the country has really shitty internet. It's sort of like the shame of our country is that, like, I feel like some cities have but like all this stuff about like 5G. 5G is only in like 3 cities. It's like in it's only in like Seattle and like one part of LA and somewhere else. Like it's not.
I get so excited when I see a little 5G light up on my phone. I'm so excited about that 5G.
Same.
I'm like,
I'm like,
no.
ooh, I'm gonna surf my Safari fast. Ooh.
Nicole, I know you have a limited time with us today, but I wanted to see if you wanted to play a game with us or if you have to go. I don't know what your time constraints are.
No, let's play a game.
All right. Here's a game with you. All right. So this week, what I realized was this, which I'm going to get you guys back. Hold on. Here we go. I realized this, that basically every Liam Neeson poster looks exactly the same. I feel like he's now in this zone where you just put him sternly looking with a gun, and I wanted to play a game with us to see could we guess the right title of a movie, and what is the right title of the movie. And so I've blacked out all the titles here, and I wanted to play like name that Neeson, because I know that you like movies, and I know that you like an action movie, right, Nicole? Like you're in.
I do. I love action movies.
Never, but you just caught up on Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, is that right? You and Lauren?
Yes. And I wouldn't say Lord of the Rings is an action movie. I would say it's it's like watching paint dry and then a weird orc comes out of a well or whatever and fights somebody, and then you're back to watching paint dry. Why are there no black people? It's not for me.
I will tell you this much. I have been, like it is these giant movies. It is amazing to see such few people of color across the board. And I think as I've become more aware of it, like I was watching Groundhog Day last night. I was like, this is a great movie. There's not a single person that is not, not even a tan person in that movie.
It's crazy. Cheer, someone in the chat had a better name for your game. Mistaken for Taken.
Oh, that great. By the way, let's get that banner up. Mistaken for Taken. All right, so this one, do you recognize this one?
I believe it's Taken.
Oh.
That is, that's the easy one.
That's the original Taken? Wow.
That's the original Taken.
Look how young he is. My wife says that Liam Neeson has a huge dick. Is that true?
I believe it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that feels like he's got that energy.
I don't know why my wife says how she knows that, and I've never asked, but she says that.
I think it's a public thing.
Can feel it. You feel it like radiating off of him.
Is that true? Yeah. Do you feel that, Nicole? Like, do you honestly feel like because you've talked about the big dicks on the show, on the podcast, like what is that something that you feel like Liam is definitely bringing to the table? Like because he almost seems like he's like, I'm not working out. Like he doesn't feel like he's like putting time in at the gym. He's confident enough in what he's got going on.
Yeah, I think he's got a huge dick. I think he's a very confident man. The way he mourned for the loss of his wife is the way a real man mourns. So I think he's got.
All right. So let's go now. We got the Taken one, which is good, but now let's see where we can get to next, which is this one. Do you remember this poster?
The fonts are always the same too.
I want to say Taken 2. Taken again.
Taken again. Rob, do you have a thought?
I would say train shooter.
Yeah, you're both kind of close. People in the chat are saying Taken Train or Tekken, Twoken. Twoken is a good one for like token and subway. This is called the Commuter. The Commuter is where he's on a train. And I think there's a bomb on the train, and then it's all about like some sort of pharmaceutical bullshit. All right, next one is this one.
Oh, wow.
Now we're gonna get a little bit harder.
This is a deep cut right here. He has a lot of similar posters.
Yeah, I want to be like Taken 3.
I know.
All right, Taken 3.
This is Taken 2.
People are saying Taken 2. People are saying Side Eye.
I will say my daughter's died in a car crash.
All right, very close. We have 2 people on the poster here. That one looks like a daughter, one looks like a wife, and it is called Unknown.
Dang. Okay.
I was so close.
All right. Unknown.
All right, here we go. This is good. All right, here we go. This one.
Oh,
all right, here we go.
Wow, Paul, this is the best game. Jeez.
Okay, this one is War.
War. Yep, there's a little bit of war.
No, that's the name of the movie. War? Question mark.
War. A war with a question mark. Gotcha.
War.
War. Okay, let's see if you're right.
Wait. Can I?
Oh,
That's
sorry.
all right. That's all right. I was just
I'll
gonna
let you
guess.
guess.
I was gonna. I have to do it an impression of Liam Neeson when I do it. Then it's. Is that my jacket? Is that my jacket? Did someone take my jacket? Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
All right, here we go. This is the next one we got. All right, this one.
Oh wow.
Oh, I feel like I remember this one.
It up a little bit. It does turn it.
Yeah, I think I know. I remember the gist of this one.
Yeah. What is the gist?
This is called Air Marshal 2.
All right.
Someone's fucking in the lavatory.
Someone's
I'm
called
gonna
the exit
say
row.
Commuter to Back in the Air.
Wow, that's a great guess.
All right. The title of this one is Nonstop.
Yes. I remember Nonstop.
He must have a team. He must just have a team of writers, like, you know, a room of like 6 dudes that just crank out this shit like all day long.
I mean,
It's funny because
go ahead.
I was just saying it's funny. The titles kind of make a sentence. It's like taken to Nonstop Commuter.
Yeah.
The unknown commuter taken to a nonstop.
Yeah, that's good.
I will say this: these movies all came out in like the last 4 or 5 years. Like, this is not like, I'm not going deep into his filmography. These are all major released films. And here we go. This one is the biggest one that's a little bit different. That I didn't even. Yeah,
I may have to abstain from this one because I think I have a personal. Don't I have a personal connection to this one? Oh, maybe I don't. Okay, maybe I don't.
Oh, I don't know if you do.
Okay, I thought this was the Gray, the wolf one that I auditioned for.
Oh, no. This is not the Gray. Yeah, this is not the Gray.
I just own myself. Okay.
I don't know this one at all. I'm gonna say The Jacket.
Yeah, is that my jacket too?
It is not My Jacket. This one is called Cold Pursuit.
Oh, okay.
And I don't even remember this one coming out ever.
Some of these, a couple of these have to be straight to video, right? Like,
I feel like they're not.
Video. Yeah.
Man. These are definitely these are definitely plane movies. You watch them all on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody called this one Parker Posey. All right, I think we have a couple more here. All right, so this one is this one.
Oh wow.
Taken 3.
Ooh, good one. Good call. Taken 3. Good.
I'm gonna say The Scowling.
All right, this one is The Unknown.
So did we already do that?
We did The Unknown.
We did do that one. Sorry.
You can't bring up the European poster.
I tricked you. This game is hard, and people said that when you have a hog that big, you don't go straight to DVD. This is the one that started it all.
This is a trick. This is it because we've done this.
Came out. No, you've definitely not done. This one came out last week, and I will say that this one came out last week, and Liam Neeson just released a new movie that came out this week. So there's two movies. True. He released the one that he just released this week is called The Marksman. It's not in this one because it looks a little bit different. But this one just came out last week. What would you say this one is? We still have Taken 3 on the board.
Taken 3.
All right, Taken 3. Here we go. Rob, any choice? Any guess?
Wait, you said this one was just released?
Last week.
So it's not Taken 3.
Can't be.
I would say the Bravening. The Bravening.
I'm gonna say Cousin.
Cousin, it feels like it's a fine enough name, and we're finding really like all of his movies have one word titles, nonstop. Mm-hmm. Obviously a little connection, but this one he's traded in the jean jacket, he's traded in the leather jacket for a jean jacket, and this movie is called Honest Thief.
Oh, okay.
Shit. Oh, shit.
right.
I would have been here
Honest
all night on that one.
Yeah,
All right, and
I would never come up with that.
And I think this
feel
is our
like-
final one.
Oh my God, there's more of these? Paul. How
This is Taken 3.
this has to be Taken 3.
Just
Absolutely.
because we haven't gotten to it.
Absolutely.
But this is insane, right? I mean, it's insane that these movies look so like they look identical, and I could not tell you the plot of any of them.
Listen, we should be so lucky. We should be. Can you imagine having that career? Can you imagine at like 60 years old, suddenly everyone wants to suck your dick and you get to fight Armenian bad guys? Like, it's so good.
All right, so Nicole, I know that you like action movies, right? I'm not wrong on that because we've done.
No, I like action movies.
Would you like to be in an action movie? And do you have an idea of an action movie that you would like to be in? And if not, we can help you with one. But is there an action movie that you would like to be in? So there was like a rumor that they were going to do the female Fast and the Furious.
Yes.
That. I just want to be like comedic relief in an action movie who maybe gets into like one fight and they're like, "You go, girl," and I'm like, "Okay, back to sitting." But
my favorite role, like the role that I'm most envious of is Simon Pegg in Mission Impossible. I'm like, put me in those movies. I want to be in a van, just like, hey, oh, and then just be like, just give me that.
Yeah, those are the sweet spot. Those are the sweet. Would you do a love scene with Liam Neeson at his current age?
In a heartbeat.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow! All right.
I don't think that's surprising.
Why not?
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
he's a very handsome man. Also, I'm getting
68.
paid.
He's 68.
68 years young.
All right. Next year he's going to be 69.
Hell yeah, dude. 69.
Yeah.
Nicole, it's been so awesome to kind of hang out with you and see you. And I appreciate that you came on the show to chat with us.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
This is a real relaxed show. And we will all make sure that we're downloading, listening to your podcast. Why Won't You Date Me?
Yes.
We will make sure that when we get out of this COVID haze, we're going to get you in a long-term relationship. And then I want to hear a podcast where you go into what it's like to be in a long-term relationship.
Oh yeah, that's what I want.
That's all I want. To be able to change my brand.
I want your brand to be unhappy in a relationship. That's my wish for you, is to be in a terrible, terrible long-term relationship.
Like, I wish I had a boyfriend who was mad at me specifically today for not cleaning up the hair on my bathroom. Instead, I was alone in my bathroom and slipped on the hair myself, so I was mad at myself. And I was like, it would have been nicer if someone else was mad at me.
Well, I got yelled at today by my wife. She said to me, June was like, I have to say it like this, my wife, but she yelled at me. She's like, can you please, when you use your Q-tips, use the trash can? Like, I don't leave them on. We had like 2 separate sinks in this house. And I was like, well, it's not bothering you. It's on my side. It's not like, she's like, get them. It's disgusting.
Gross.
And it probably was gross. One thing before you go, Nicole, because this is a question we ask everybody. Rob has a tool at his house. Rob, can you show this tool? And I just want to get Nicole's honest reaction.
I don't have it. I got to get it from inside. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then don't worry about it. All right. Rob has something that was a tactical weapon that we think is a sex toy. We can't quite tell. We're taking votes on it. So we thought you could weigh in on it. But,
I'm going to just say sex toy.
No.
Anything's a sex toy if you try.
No, it's not.
That's what I said.
It's a self-defense weapon. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's a sex toy. Right. I feel it in my heart. Also a sex toy? A Theragun.
For sure.
Yeah, I heard you talking about this on Conan. I have a Theragun, but it's not for you. I guess anybody could really use it.
Well,
yes.
Butt stuff for men, because you got the prostate back there. So if you just pump it on your butt, maybe it'll hit your prostate.
Yeah.
Are you bruising? I mean, let me just ask you this: are you bruising anything? Because I use that on I really use that on my muscles, and if I use it for too long, it will really I'll feel it. Or you put it on? Yeah.
I don't think I'm bruising myself, but I'm definitely feeling things.